The Los Angeles Rams are world champions. A Lombardi trophy for Los Angeles. The Los Angeles Rams are world champions. A Lombardi trophy for Los Angeles.
The Ramilia Sports Report is not filmed in front of a studio audience.
What is up, my Ramilia fans of the defending NFC West champion Los Angeles Rams? I hope everyone's having a great Monday. Nitro Ramilia. We're licking our wounds. We're looking at social media, and we're seeing the hilarity of a team who won the game against the Rams on Thursday night. And it's funny because they call it the JV team and that the backups and da-da-da-da-da. Couple things. Fred Warner's not a backup. Even though we don't like Demo, the big mouth Demo, Lenore, he's not a backup. Winters, the linebacker, is a starter. They have a bunch of rookies. Those are starters. Tongus is a pretty decent player. Demarcus Robinson's a starter. Bourne played with Mac Jones with the Patriots. That's why they had such great chemistry. He's a starter. Let's see. They have a new kicker who can make kicks. He's a starter. The offensive line are all intact for the Niners. They're all starters. Stop it. Now they are missing Kittle and Ayuk and CMC's there. He's a starter. They were saying CMC's back, right? So stop it. You can't have it both ways. But boy, I tell you, a block kick, a quick whistle for a fumble. The Rams would have got the fumble deep in Niner territory. A guy clocks a guy in the jaw and makes him fumble. It wasn't called. Playboy Cardi, misses a field goal that he normally makes from 40 plus yards. We get our extra point blocked, and hold on, man. You have the Sons of Santa Clara talking about we're going to win the Super Bowl. Relax. Just like it wasn't the end all be all for us, even though it felt like it because we lost to the Sons of Santa Clara. It just shows to McVay and Les Snead what we all knew is that we need a lockdown corner. We can't play soft defense versus a team that likes to throw up the middle. I don't know why they were afraid of making Mac Jones throw the ball deep. That's his bread and butter. And by the way, again, we played into the Niners' hands like Raheem Morris used to do. Even though it shouldn't have mattered, we still would have won. Even though they got all Mac Jones, I tip my cap to him. He took a lot of hits. He was right on ball with the time, right on schedule with the passes. We were playing into their hands. Quick passes, getting rid of it. Bourne got a new life because he was playing with his old quarterback from the Patriots. They had chemistry. Why don't we just double team him and worry about the other guys? Should have recognized that, hey, they played with the Patriots before. Let's take their guy because they've made him look like the second coming of Jerry Rice out there. But still, we still had the game, man. And the guy clocks Kyrie Williams. I want to say this too. Kyrie Williams has a reputation for fumbling the ball at the wrong time, right? I know that. It sucks. But he got clocked in the jaw 9 times out of 10. Even with that, he falls forward and he holds onto the ball or it doesn't get knocked loose. That was a once in a 10 games miracle. It was like a Hail Mary haymaker. Because you're looking back, the guy's gonna get past it for the game-winning touchdown with a minute some left, and caught him in the jaw and then went down and got the rest of the ball. But listen, Kyrie Williams had a great game. Did they play perfect? No. Kyrie Williams dropped the ball. Blake Corum, showed that he at times doesn't have hands. Dropped a pitch. Dropped another pass in the flat. We were playing sloppy. But Kyrie Williams, if that touchdown would have went, he would have sunned the Santa Clara crew again. The Rams would have won for the fourth straight time, right? And Kyrie Williams was a major reason why they would have won 4 straight times, because that would have been his third touchdown of the game. And so, then you have Demo out there opening his big mouth, the Pro Bowl alternate, because somebody couldn't make the Pro Bowl, so they made him an alternate. Guy has a big mouth for not even being a Pro Bowler, and also too, they came in last place last year, and the Rams have beat him 3 straight times before that one. The guy has a big mouth, and that's okay. We got some for him when we play him in Levi, and also we got some for him in the Super Bowl when we win the Super Bowl at Levi. But we're on to the Ravens. Lamar Jackson may not play, so that's a major cog. But we need to play like he's going to be there. We need to get to 4-2. And appreciate you guys coming in unannounced live. I was like, maybe I should go in tomorrow. No, let me just come in today, because I wanted to get it off my chest, and I was in the middle of doing something, and things always come up. But I wanted to come in and oops. I didn't mean to. I got the wrong. Hold on. I got the wrong chat script on the bottom. Hold on. Let's see. This one here. There we go. I just noticed my script. All right. Let's get into the chat. Didn't realize I didn't put you guys up. Hold on. There we go. Jackford chooses Ravens blowout. The Ravens blowout in 2019 at the Coliseum I remember that game, man. I was like, are you kidding me? We had the mustard yellow uniforms against the purple, black and purple. Stockers McVay should be using our bigger back hunter. Yeah, man. But I'm gonna just take up for Kyrie. Normally he'll still make that it was like the parting of the Red Sea, man. I was already saying, cue the escalator. Look at how big this hole is. Look at that. And the guy's coming. You can see his helmet there. On the left there, right. He's coming out at the last minute. It was a Hail Mary haymaker that landed. But look at the parting of the Red Sea, man. Look at my guy right there, with the blocking 2 guys with his back. I mean that's an amazing block right here. We played sloppy. We spotted the Santa Clara crew 20-7 lead before we started playing. Matthew Stafford's playing at an MVP level. Everybody was talking about his back. Niner fans were talking all kinds of shit, talking about the old man and wait till we hit him and blah blah blah. And then Brock Dirty loses his job to a journeyman Mac Jones. I mean, he had a good game against us. I appreciate him. But what does it mean? It's just one game. This is their soup. Right now they're enjoying life. The team that won 6 games last year and they got almost swept by all the NFC West, except the Seattle Seahawks can never get on board when it comes to the Niners, man. You think we feel bad. They're always losing to the Niners for whatever reason. They're the ones who started it off. If they could have came through and beat the Niners, that's one loss, But yeah, we understand what happened. It was just a bad game, a fluke game. Guy hit the Hailmaker to the jaw, gets a strip, Cardi misses an easy field goal for him without any wind, without any elements. They have our extra point blocked. A quick whistle by the referees to get us right back in it early. Um, it's just one of those things, man. And there's a lot of upsets. My guy Jack 42 says, "Yep." But I listen. I hate losing to that team. I expected us to win, even when we were down 20-7. I was like, "What the hell?" I knew we were coming back. Yeah, it was already a given. And yeah. So we put our, like I told you guys before, the only team that can beat us is who? Is us. We can beat ourselves. It's just one game, even though it stings. I mean, if we had kicking, blocking right, our kicking, blocking, our special teams kicking, blocking down, we would have went. We'd have two more wins. The Colts game I give you, but we got that game. We would be 5-0 with if we could just block on kicks, on field goals and extra points. We're 5-0, and one of those teams is the Philadelphia Eagles. And so listen, that's the two of the best worlds. We can hang with the Philadelphia Eagles, even though they finally lost. Luck ran out on them, and then we can be the worst of our times. And it's unfortunately we wasted an opportunity for Matthew Stafford to that sucks for him because he did everything he could, man. He couldn't catch it too. And so, but anyway, it's just one game. I just want to talk about it, the last time. But so we look at the Ravens without Lamar Jackson, most likely. And so, I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, bigger back for short yardage. Yep, Jarquez Hunter. This is where my guy, I would have loved. We can't have so many backs, right? How about Blake Corum? I know that he dropped the ball, but we can hand it off to him. He's got good energy. He's a little more powerful. The other guy too, and you can't keep a million backs, but I love my guy Cody, the Jew Schrader, for something like that too. But he wouldn't have been there anyway. He would have been on the bench if we still had him on our squad. Stockton says, at least the Ravens were good. We lost to a terrible Niner team. Yeah, they're caca. I can't believe that we lost, but they won. Whatever. Here's our guy Sean McVay talking about our team.
I think that's fair. I think the reality is you have tremendous respect. I think humility is only a day or a week away in this league, and you have to have tremendous respect for every single opponent that we come across. But when we are executing on a consistent basis the way that we're capable of, man, it's a pretty good movie. And it always comes back to people. I love these players. I love these coaches. I love the responses I've seen when things haven't always gone down the way that we want. We're going to lean into some of the things that have been consistent things, like this field goal operation, and get this thing figured out. Some of the things that we can do, whether it's defensively or offensively, but it always has been, always will be about people, and I'm excited about being in the bunker with these people, whether it's our players, our coaches, and I'm excited to get back, on the saddle and attack an opportunity to try to go get our fourth win against Baltimore.
And look, the Niners early have gotten away with a lot of stuff, man. The Seahawks had their chance; that they were right there. They let Tungus get the ball in front of them. That was Brock Purdy threw a duck. Arizona Cardinals, they got nothing right now, man. They look horrible. Us, what we happened in our game. Those are three fortunate wins, and then the Niners going to get reinforcements, but these guys are playing fine. As far as winning games, the other guy, the guys that are coming in, they went 6-11 with them, so. It doesn't matter, we're going to beat them at Santa Claraville, and we're going to right our ship. I mean, we're right there. We're playing tougher teams, but that was a great signing by them getting Mac Jones. I mean, the guy came off the street and already took Brock Purdy's job. I mean, and I even tweeted that all you Niner fans that were saying how Brock Purdy has better stats than Mahomes, than Josh Allen, then Matthew Stafford. You got Mac Jones, who came off of the street and already took his job. That wouldn't happen to Stafford and all the other guys. Willie Bowen says, how come the referees didn't see what the Niners defense did? I don't know what the rule is on that. Somebody was saying that it's like an unwritten rule. Like if if his progress had stopped and they hit him in the face. It's something stupid. And the thing that sucks too is McVay's on the competition committee that makes rules and stuff like that, rule changes. He's not the only one, but that's just horrible that happened to us, man. And not just because it happened to us. Any team, even the Niners, if that was to happen to the Niners, I'd be laughing. I'm like, whatever. But it's not right. If a guy hits your man in the face and then comes down and strips the ball, the game can't. That you can't have that. You got to say, due to the replay, we saw the player's face being struck before the fumble. It's first and goal on the goal line. Even if that was the Rams doing it against the Niners, that would suck. It would be unfortunate, but that's the right thing to do. You cannot clock a guy in the face and then, pick up the ball. And then the same guy gathered the ball because he fell on it. Like, come on, man. Yeah, there was a lot of blown calls. Yep. Shockford has a lot of upset this weekend. Rams will be back. Yep. Exactly right. The Seahawks lost again. Yes, indeed. Rudy, you skipped. What do you mean I skipped? Let's see. Oh, Shockford is just a bad night for the Rams. Niners are still crying like they won the Super Bowl. Yep. Doctor says we could have been in great position. First place in Eagles lost and Seahawks lost. Now we have to look up the shitty whiners. Yeah, man. Doctor says I can't talk about the complete joke. A complete joke. Sorry. How did I skip everybody? Jacques Ray Williams says we need to get a QB1 and Emmanuel Forbes is not the answer. Yeah, man, exactly right. Well, it's not, and also too. How about playing a better defense where we get physical with the receivers and not let a guy like Bourne, who's been around the league, get us? Like, what are we doing? Saga says Rumbo's out of control, talking Super Bowl and and how they own the Lambs. First of all, the last 4 games, the Rams have won 3 of them, and we should have won this one. Shut up, Rumbo. Jack Forty says the Jogs are going to be tough game. Yep. That's okay. I mean, like I said, we've already played the Philadelphia Eagles. You guys can. We haven't played a game that we played the all 4 quarters on all cylinders, and we just got to stop making stupid mistakes. Zachary says, let's see. Zachary says, Alfred Collins should be suspended for punching Kyers in the face. He should have been fined at least. Zach 42 says, Niner fans have been giving me crap all in public. All F them. Man, I was telling you, when I was at the game, I was already, man, I saw Kyrie fall forward and 9 times out of 10.5. It's a touchdown, game-winning touchdown with a minute some left. They ain't going to drive on us for a touchdown. I was all, cue the escalator. Wait, why are the Niner fans? Oh, man. Niner fans sucks, yep. Facts Not Fiction says, we beat y'all basically with our second string. There we go. The fact that they hold the game over our heads annoys me. We beat y'all basically with our second string. The fact that they hold that game over our heads annoys me. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's what they're talking about. Like, CMC's not second string. The offensive line, that's their offensive line. Mac Jones is better than Brock Purdy. He's proven it. Or the same. Let's just say they're the same. No harm, no foul there. Demarcus Robinson's a starter. Hold on. Hey, get over here. Hold on. And Demarcus Robinson, Kittle's out. Yeah, that we hold on. Hold on, guys. They're putting the kids to bed. Hold on. While we wait, let's hear Sean McVay again real quick. Hold on.
I think accountability looks like, clear communication from us as coaches in terms of what are the expectations? What are we asking them to be able to get done, whether that's the week of preparation, whether that's in game adjustments, whatever that is. Are we providing clarity to be able to set our players up for successful outcomes? And then ultimately, are our players consistently delivering on their end of the bargain? We're in it together. But I think accountability means the security to acknowledge where your role or where you can help contribute to where we're trying to head. Your 111th or your communication and clarity as a coach, some of your decisions that you're responsible for. And I think we're all in this thing together. That's the most important thing. I want us to be able to have the right vibe as we move forward, not be afraid to acknowledge some of the things that we can do better, but not let that take away our stinger to continue to swing and have the courage to go for it.
And so there it is. Hold on. The Niners have the Bucks next. Come on, Baker. Yeah, I think they're going to lose. I had us winning them, beating them, and then the Bucks beating them back to back, man. That's why it sucks, because boom, boom, boom. But okay, but I really think that the Bucks are gonna beat them. I would be surprised if they won, especially they won the Super Bowl beating us. That's their Super Bowl. But yeah, but Santa Clara Winer still sucks. Oh man, yeah, it's just one of those bad games. It just happens to be to the wrong team. SG says, "I love your channel, bro. Thank you, appreciate you. You rock. Thank you, brother, and appreciate you." SG, we're upset because we lost a game that we should have won, and you would acknowledge that too. Many Niner fans were saying we have no chance, but it is what it is. But congratulations, SG. You guys won. It's all that counts. It doesn't matter what nobody says if you got the W. It just sucked though, because I'm looking at us like, oh, how are you dropping balls? How are you fumbling? How are you dropping pitches? How are you letting them block an extra point? How are you missing a 40-some yard field goal? Like that stuff that normally doesn't happen to us. The kicking game, the blocking stuff has been happening to us. Tries his regular season champs, 32 years, nothing's changed. Yeah, that's their Super Bowl. Well, at least they'll be able to say that they split with the Super Bowl champions this year when we win the Super Bowl at Levi. At Levi this year. SG says, "You're the chillest, most nicest fans." I appreciate you, SG. Appreciate you, my grandson. Brad Moss says, "We haven't traded for a QB yet." I'm like, "What is it at? Where are you doing?" I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Let me make sure. Is my volume back on? Hold on. Testing. Yeah, you can hear my grandson in the background. He don't want to go to bed. Hold on. BB says this Rams team has yet to hit its stride. When we do, it's going to wrap. It's a wrap for everyone. Exactly right, man. I mean, we lost some. Tutu Atwell finally got used. He was doing really great too. The last few games, and it's our journey. We don't. I mean, nothing's going to go perfect. Hold on, I got something wrong with my. Everything's not going to be perfect, but this is the one game that you don't want to lose to, especially. Yes, she says, for having an easy schedule, the 49ers still have to play Indianapolis at Indianapolis. 49ers still have to play Indianapolis at Indianapolis, at Tampa Bay at Texans, who look like they're coming together. There we go, baby. We just need them to get those, and then we keep winning. Hopefully this game put a bad taste in our mouth, and we blow out the Ravens. VB says, remind me of when we lost to the Cards, when we had Colt McCoy. That was brutal. Reminds me of, yeah. See, shit happens, but it sucks, man. And you can't blame me this time because I didn't put a score. Try says Jacques Forty was cooking rumble like a fish fillet. Rasmus says, "What's good, Willie Boy?" Yes, indeed. It's good to hear my house, Rasmus. Love it. BB says, "Trade for shooter." Stockton says, Rudy, watch McVay play Reader over Dolick. Yeah. So Spates is out. And so I heard that Sean may he may start. We'll see. We'll see because he they like to play. They like to play. What the hell's wrong with my earphones? Oh, I see. It's dying. They like to play veterans. So we'll see. ESG says, why can't the Rams have a blown out like the Colts State versus like the Colts like the why can't the Rams have a blowout game like the Colts State versus the Raiders? Nobody wants shooter. McVay, I don't know if he's got that miracle. I haven't really looked at Shooter too much. He's just a lot of baggage with the circus around him sometimes. Colts are legit. Yeah, they had us, man. I'll tell you that. Oh, nice. You're taking a trip. Well, safe travels, brother. Safe travels. Luis, y'all lost to the handicapped Niners. What does that say about your team? It's just one game, Luis. I appreciate you coming in, but bro, you've never seen football before. There's always upsets, man. Plus, the Rams aren't a polished team yet, as you can see by blocking the extra point. But it does suck the way he lost to you. But come on, man. This stuff happens all the time. Because Rams are favorite. I don't even want to hear about that shit because I think we came out flat against the 49ers. We were not in sync. We spotted them a 20-7 lead. And then by the time we said, I guess I can take my hand off of my back, from my back. Let's start playing now. It was too late after we kept fumbling and stuff. It wasn't too late, but if we would have came out the way we came out in the third quarter, it would have been different. Zachary says, should we get Jarius Sneed? I wonder how much it would cost, but yeah, we need somebody. Luis, I'm just going to say this, man. You guys win the game. You saw it with your own eyes. The guy hit the guy in the face. They didn't call it. You guys got the fumble. We missed an extra point. You guys blocked it, so credit for that, but that usually doesn't happen. Our kicker, unlike the Niners before this last kicker, Pinero, is very accurate, and he missed a 40-plus field goal. That happens. A quick whistle and took away a fumble that we had from you guys. It's just one of those games where a lot of shit went weird. But even with all that, we played like crap. We played sloppy. Mac Jones had the game of his life. We were still in winning position. But it happens, man. You understand that. But props to you. This game won't mean nothing when we're holding the Lombardi at Levi. Usually some Niners still got a face text since we have the best defense in the league. Yep. And again, like I said, we played sloppy. Mac Jones was throwing. Mac Jones is putting his application for the job. He'll say the right thing. So, Razma says, SGA, I underrated the Niners. You guys are better than I thought. Well, Mac Jones makes the shit smell better. That's what it is. But if Brock Dirty was in there, even with a good toe, he would have threw a pick or two and we would have won a lot easier. But it is what it is, man. After Kyron got punched in the face, he went limp. It was so surprised too, man. It was a surprise too. But still, even without that extra point, we win. Let's see. But I do want to say something. Kyron Williams getting the heat for Kyron Williams getting the heat for the fumbles, and rightly so. But had he gotten that touchdown, that would have been 3 touchdowns that game, and he would have sunned with the D at the end the Santa Clara crew. That would have been 3 touchdowns. The Rams would have won 4 straight. So they were that close. Man. The Rams were doing their thing, and the Rams, Matthew Stafford threw for almost 400 yards against Robert Saleh, and they were, Robert Saleh didn't have nothing to do with it, man. He didn't have nothing to do with it. The Rams did what they wanted to. They came out sluggish in the beginning. Even Matthew Stafford, like I showed you guys the last slide, was designing his own plays possibly. Watch this.
Hey, y'all got to take a look at this. Right before the overtime period, Matthew Stafford walks up to Atwell. And he walks up to Atwell and he starts having a conversation with him. Obviously, we don't know exactly what he's saying, but it seems like he's drawing up a play. The Rams don't receive the ball. The Niners receive the ball. But cut to the very first time the Rams get the ball, the second play of that possession, guess what happens? I'll show you now. And you see Atwell pointing at it, and you see him pointing at the over. All right, 2nd and 1. Rams' second play of the possession. Stafford rolls out. Seems like it was intentional. Heaves it, and who does he find? Atwell. Talks about it right before they get the possession, execute it. No way that's coincidence. No freaking way that's coincidence. Watch the route and watch Stafford. Stafford knows what he's doing. Brilliant.
So it was a game we had, man. It's okay. We'll get him at Levi Stadium, aka SoFi North. It's okay. Plus, we're going to hold the Lombardi at Levi Stadium, so I mean they can have their Super Bowl now. It is what it is, man. But let me check the injury report for today. Let's see. But one team has to win, one team has to lose, and so it sucks that that happened, but it is what it is. Hold on. All right, let's switch screens real quick. But no, Louis, still though, you guys, props on your win, man. And that's all that counts. It doesn't matter what any of us say against each other, against our teams. You guys won. I was very surprised, man. I was actually impressed by Mac Jones. I really thought that you guys, and I was very surprised that you guys didn't fold. Because as we all know, the Niners don't have any heart anymore. They don't have any championship heart. They left that in San Francisco years ago, and they've proven that Super Bowl after Super Bowl. But very surprising. The Rams took you guys lightly, unfortunately, and it's a young team, and that's what it looks like happened. They thought they could just mail it in. The Niners this was their Super Bowl. They were chomping at the bit. They got out to a lead. The Rams says, "Wait a minute, hold on. We can't do this at these guys." And they came back, and then some crap happened. You saw it, but you guys held on by the chinny chin chin. So let's see. According to McVay, Parkinson is in the league's concussion protocol, but he's making good progress. He's expected to be available for the team's week 6 matchup against the Ravens. That's fine, but no, thank you. You sit out, and let's bring Ferguson in there. The 26-year-old has caught 4 passes for 11 yards so far this season, and if he can't go, Los Angeles may roll to Davis Allen and second-round pick Terrence Ferguson. Put Terrence Ferguson in there already. And Tyler Higbee is dealing with an injury as well, as normal. I love my guy Big Rig, but I just wish he wouldn't get hurt all the time. But he plays hard, and he's a Super Bowl champion. McVay has also shared that Spates has a high ankle sprain, which is doubtful for the week, and that sucks because those last a while sometimes. But he's a young guy. Maybe that's sometimes guys go out, and then Sean Dollick now gets it's his call now. Next to Landman. The 24-year-old recorded 24 tackles in 5 games this year while playing 64% of the snaps. The Rams will need to turn to Troy Reader or rookies Josiah Stewart and Sean Dollick to fill in against Baltimore. All right, and they're not sure about Lamar Jackson, so that's that. My guy Wood Bone says, "Yeah, bring back Jalen Ramsey. That'd be nice, huh? He was just too much. It was too rich for our blood." Chuck Ray says, "Would love to see Sauce Gardner on the Rams." Yes, indeed. ESG says, "At least our offense isn't like the Eagles. Wow, they cannot score, especially in the second half. It's crazy. They won the Super Bowl, so they got that out of the way. But they're struggling right now. They're trying to find their, you got A.J. Brown, who's a great receiver, and they can't get him the ball. Saquon Barkley, after that, he's got a lot of carries on him. He's got a lot of tread. He's not the same player, possibly. They're missing some guys in the offensive line, too, I think." Fox says, "Louis, stick to watching soccer, bro. You don't know football." Oh. But yeah, like I said, Louis, we already gave you, props, man. What can you do? It's one game. They don't give you banners for one game, dude. Like, relax. Listen, you guys won. Honestly, I'm surprised that you guys kept it close. I'm surprised you guys were leading. Even when we were down 20-7. I expected us to come back. I just was surprised that we didn't win it. We didn't win it. But yeah, Kyrie Williams was sunning you guys.
Siegel to rookie, Kansas State. Meanwhile, here's the pass. Caught. Touchdown, Kyron Williams.
Demo was just watching Kyron Williams make touchdown after touchdown, calling them little brothers and stuff, and he didn't like it. That's why he got all up in his feelings. That's okay. We'll see him again. He wasn't out there stopping nobody. I said, the attempts to demo, blah, blah, blah. Well, because they were picking on Upton Stout, who they thought was going to be good. Not with our receivers, little 4-foot Upton Stout. Get out of here, man. They sent his ass to the bench and put that Siegel guy, whoever. I told you Upton Stout's too little. We need to get the ball to this guy. This is the weapon when we start rolling. This guy's going to be a big part of it.
5 receivers. Stafford goes that way. He turns around, makes the grab. Does Terrence Ferguson. Tight.
He's going to be a weapon, man. We need to take the bubble wrap off him, man. We could have been doing this all the time. Who's the one been telling you? Use him as a slot receiver, man. Golly, the guy's good, man. Look at that catch. And he's been kind of banged up a little bit too. So, let's see. Let's see. Hold on.
Behind it. 7 plays on this drive, all passes, 8 for 8, open and dancing and prancing into the end zone goes Kyron Williams for a touchdown.
Kyron Williams sons the Niners, man. He gets a lot of yards against them. Demo didn't like it, but he sons you guys, man. Remember he did that flip? Come on, man. I wish I could get Demo on here, so he'll probably hang up. I'm like, come on, dude. Kyrie Williams sons you guys. Remember he did that flip over what's his face? And I love my guy from SC. What's his face? I can't remember the safety. Whoever. He sons the Niners, man. He was on his way to doing it again. That would have been the third straight one. That would have been the third straight, a 4th straight win, and a third touchdown. Success. That's original Luis. Get back to your VHS tapes. Yeah, the Niners don't get any. Niner fans don't get any credit for coming out now. I mean, their own stadium was empty. I showed you guys that before. Rams just looked like they didn't want to be out there. They looked flat. That's exact. They came out flat and they got it together, but then they started. Then some crap happened. Roy says, Luis Moreno, y'all lost twice in the Chiefs hush to the Chiefs. Stacked for MVP. Stafford is doing great, man. We cannot waste these opportunities. DHP says, slightly optimistic when Okello comes back. Who is our special teams Jones coordinator? Why does he know? Who's our special teams coordinator? Why does he not fix things? They have to put Queensberry, DJ Humphreys, McClendon, so they will not block the kick. I mean, they have to do it with the cadence too. Get our guys off first, so we can push them back, a few inches, a foot, so we can get the ball up over their hand. Stuff like that. But I agree with that. Jacques Fortiers, wait until Purdy comes back and starts killing the momentum with his sloppy play. Mac Jones QB1. Remember, I called it about week 4 that Mac Jones is going to take over for Brock Purdy. I hate being right, man. I wanted him to take over but lose, because I'm not really worried about him either. The Rams inadvertently fed into the 49ers, and all they need is a game manager in their offense. Yep, we didn't worry about. We're worried about them deep, and they're not going to throw the ball deep. They're going underneath to Bourne, to CMC, to Bourne, to CMC. One to Demarcus Robinson. Rasmus said McVay won't fire Blackburn, but the way the unit has performed, he should be gone. I tell him you have one more chance, man. One more block and you're gone. If that's how he's going to be. But we already costed, the kicking unit costed us, the blocking, not even the kicking unit, the blocking costed us 2 games. For sure. If we block one of those Philadelphia Eagles kick, the last one, we win. There's one win. If we block in the extra point, we win. None of this nonsense with us hitting the face and all that. I still think the biggest mistake was Shula played the defense 12 yards off the ball. Yup, knowing the Niners can't complete a pass over 50 yards ever. Everything was dink and dunk. Yeah, exactly right. This is Raheem Morris, the Raheem Morris strategy. Bend, don't break. But then you bend enough, and then if you make mistakes, we'll break. We'll break ourselves. So where he says, Luis Moreno, y'all lost 2 times in the Super Bowl hush. Y'all literally just like the Cowboys, an accident waiting to happen. Yeah, the Niners are the Cowboys, West. Yeah, she said it was an eerie night at SoFi. Man, I was ready. I was already sending them to the escalators, man. I was sending them to the escalators. Second B says, Ramil, we win together, we lose together. Win or lose, Rams all the way. Rudy, you were at SoFi. Props, my dude. Niners by the skin of their teeth. Yeah. Listen, and Luis, it's just a game. You know, we hate each other's teams and stuff like that. But I was high-fiving the dudes. I go, man, are you fucking kidding me? All right, man, here you go. You guys won. Because I was sending them to the escalator. The same guys and they saw me and they were looking at me like, oh shit. I was cue the escalator right in front of like 5 Niner fans. And then I go, why are that side high five? And then I look, are you effing kidding me? Oh man, here, man, good play. But I thought we were still gonna win, you know, and then overtime, 4th and man. Yep. So we had the game, man, multiple times. Let's see. Rasmussen, how are we feeling about the Ravens? Lamar Jackson don't play. We're mad, so even Lamar Jackson played to be a tough game. I think we can win that. But without him, I think they have no chance. Jeffrey, this is Mark Sanchez, LOL. What the F, man? Yeah, man, I saw the thing. Somebody was mentioning him in the last my USC quarterback guy, Mark Sanchez, former USC quarterback. He got stabbed, and I was like, I didn't mention it because I got into something else. Hope he's going to be okay, but I got arrested if some mishap something happened. Hope he's okay. I hope, man, that's crazy. Stockton. Oh. Second B says our Rams had a good drives. We didn't close this one out, but I have faith that we'll win in November. Yeah. I mean, like I said, Mac Jones was the reason why they won. He didn't have any turnovers. He took hits. He was a man's man out there, and he made plays. And we didn't make plays. We fumbled at the goal line, even though the guy hit us in the face. The defense let him have catches in front of us, like if he was the second coming of Matthew Stafford. Let him try to throw deep against us. Don't give him up. Don't make Bourne beat you. Of course, we knew that CMC was going to get corralled in the running game at like 52 yards or something. Stockton's crazy. It's like, that's so. Now get back to you about, like I said, VHS tapes. You guys are too much. Jack Forty says, at least the Dodgers won today. Yes, indeed, baby. Second B said, we are going to beat the Ravens. McVay warned our whole kicking unit. Good coach takes accountability on that 4th and 1 play call, but we need to afford another field goal. And I want to address that too. I was saying run the ball, but if you have Havenstein out, don't run the ball right there. And like I said, I still wish we would do some Stetson Bennett, Taysom Hill plays where you use his mobility and it makes the defense off balance. And he's been in big games in college. He's gotten some reps in the pros. If it's not there, just run the ball. He can get away from somebody. Just have somebody block in, and he comes around and throw it to somebody coming across, or pump fake it and get in. He can do that, man. Use him. But like you said, but still, I mean, Stafford was playing great. Give him a great play to get that first down, like this play here for the touchdown. Look, even if you have to do this. Look, we only needed a yard or two, right? Here. Like this here. If you have to use this play, use it.
At their own 31-yard line. Quick pass into a lot of traffic, and it is caught.
Even if you have to use that play. Raz Bob says, I didn't like the Baltimore got blown out. They are that bad, or will they play tough against us? I'm feeling like another close game, especially if Reader plays. Yeah, they're smarting without Lamar Jackson. But yeah, they get blown out, now they start shoring it up against us. Like the Niners. They're going to be hyped up against us anyway. But they have a bad outing against the Jaguars. And Brian Baldwinger was telling about how they're loafing the defense, and then they get up for us. Second base is credit to the Niners, but they know that they got so lucky. My Raider bros and sisters were more pissed off than the Rams were. Yeah. I mean, sometimes hey, better lucky than good. Sometimes Rams master Dave Roberts almost cost again. I didn't see it. I didn't see the end. Hey, get over here. Billy Bones says tight end should be used more in the offensive plays. Yep. Shock for Tuesday. We need another right tackle soon. Havenstein is getting banged up a lot now. Yep. The only good thing is that guys are getting reps right now in his place. But we got to put W's on. Stockton's too much. All right, guys. I'm going to call it tonight. My grandson's trying to put him down. But I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys for a bit. We'll be back on Wednesday, and we'll talk more Ravens and all that stuff. But yeah, guys, this is very disheartening that we lost to this team. Even when we were down 20-7, I was like, as soon as we start clicking, we'll be fine. But yeah, it is what it is, man. The game should not go down. The game should not. And here's another one.
And let's see, does he grab the face? No, he hits him in the head. Terry, I didn't see it. I didn't see him grab on to anything there.
Oh, here, I'm sorry. I stopped it. Hold on. Let me just show you the second time around. This is the stuff that was happening to us, man.
I didn't see him grab on to anything there.
And then you have the idiot announcer. I didn't see him grab onto anything there. Stupid. He hit him in the head. He's a quarterback. First of all, they called a roughing the passer on us, on Mac and Cheese Jones, and they're giving him more respect than Matthew Stafford. Man, there's no wonder. There's no wonder why the Niners won a game like that, when they're not giving us stuff like that. And then we that down is over because they hit a guy. His helmet turned sideways. Man, just be happy, Luis, that you guys won the game. You saw it. You saw stuff like that. But a win's a win. But listen, it took miracles like that not to be called. Normally that gets called. But yeah. So anyway, I appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys Wednesday. And props to you, Luis, for coming in, man. Props for the win. Like I said, I gave it to you guys. You guys won the game. That's all that counts. But I was upset that we didn't come out and do our thing because we beat ourselves. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys on Wednesday, 7:05. As we always say, may the Ramili be with you. And Remulators, mount up. All right, guys. Take care.